to the Book Bunch. My name is Sam and today we are going to be talking about Richard Osman's series, The Thursday Murder Club. So we have the first installment, which is called The Thursday Murder Club, and then the new book that's just come out called The Man Who Died Twice. So the Thursday Murder Club is about a group of 4 residents at a retirement village. Their names are Elizabeth, Joyce, Abraham and Ron. They're a great group of friends, and every Thursday they meet in their hall to basically talk about and go through unsolved murders. But then everything gets turned on their head when people in their town start getting murdered. And they actually do become suspects at the same time as trying to solve the murder, and it's a bit of a whodunit, but it is also a comedy. It's quite funny. Especially there's a diary in it written by Joyce, and she's just so funny. It really feels like you're actually reading the diary of like your grandma or someone like that. It was really funny, especially when they were trying to talk about like going on Instagram and things like that, and they didn't really understand the technology, so that was really funny. Yeah, basically Elizabeth runs the group of the 4, and she basically can get all of these different people in her life to do these favors for her because like over her course of her life, she's basically racked up all these favors, so she can basically get anything she wants, like the classified files, information that she shouldn't have. And using those abilities, the group basically ropes in these 2 detectives that are on the case of these murders, and they all become a good group of friends. This was such a good book. Like, I can't even really describe how good it was. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I just couldn't put it down. It was just so witty, and I truly couldn't figure out who had like done the murders until I was told right at the end. Like, there's just so many little tricks and turns and twists, and like so many different red herrings that you're just like, I don't even know who is the actual killer, and it's so good. So highly recommend this one. And then the follow-up for it, The Man Who Died Twice, it's the second installment. They are coming out with a 3rd book, which I'm so excited about because I think Richard Osman's my favourite crime writer now. So this one, it's more focused on Elizabeth more than anyone, whereas the other book was more evenly dispersed, I think. But in this one, it's more closely tied to Elizabeth and her past, because someone from her past comes back into her life and basically persuades her to help them. And this one has spies. It ends up having MI5 and MI6 in it, which is crazy, and they kind of get a little bit over their heads. There's like drug lords involved and the mafia, and it just kind of gets out of control, but in such a fun way. And this one, again, like even up until the last bit, you're kind of like, oh, how's this going to work out? Is it actually going to go in their favour? And it's just so fun. And again, like, it has Joyce's diary in it, so like it's got some good comedy relief to break up kind of the serious moments. There's even some sad bits in this one. I feel like the Thursday Murder Club was a little bit more lighthearted. Like, there was a couple of moments where you kind of like, oh, that's really sad, but like for the most part it was quite fun. Whereas this one, one of the 4 in the group actually gets attacked, and so like you're kind of fearing for their life and all of that kind of stuff, so it's really on edge. It does happen at the start, so that's not really a spoiler, but yeah, it's just so good, and I really recommend it to anyone who likes crime fiction or comedy, or even if you just want something that's like a fun but relatively quick read. Like, I know this looks big, but it only took me a day to read, so depending on obviously how fast of a reader you are, it might take a few days, but it was just so fun. And I don't myself listen to audiobooks, but I feel like this would be a great one for an audiobook that you could just put on while you're cooking or whatever, because it's just so fun and it's really easy to follow. Like, there's nothing that makes it complicated. He just writes so beautifully and it's so good. So yeah, this is Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club series. Definitely recommend. I gave a 5 out of 5 stars for both of them. Thanks for watching the Book Bunch. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye!